What's going on, guys? Thanks for watching. Keep calm and game on. We're back in the recliner, chilling out. I've been doing a lot of PC configuring lately. Got a computer. Well, no. Got a motherboard a couple days ago from a thrift store. Got a power supply same day. Plugged everything in to a computer tower that I had just in my garage. Turns out, after I plugged everything in, the power supply that I had bought didn't work. And it took me hours to figure out that it was the power supply that had the issue and not something else. So I plugged in the old power supply and everything booted right up. I still got to apply some more thermal paste because the motherboard that I got came with the processor. It's actually a pretty decent processor, which I was surprised. I just couldn't tell because there was thermal paste on it. But I need to clean off the old thermal paste, reapply new thermal paste, and then mount the cooler from my other computer that I had upgraded. I still had the cooler, and the cooler fits this one. So, yeah, just a lot of swapping out of parts and whatnot. The power supply that didn't work, I'm going to return that tomorrow. I did take some screws and cables from it because they're just going to trash it. So I'm like, hey, I can use a couple of these screws for my case and stuff. So I detached some of the screws, these little bitty boys right here. I'm like, it could come in handy to have some extra screws laying around. Little boy, how you doing, man? So yeah, I took some screws out because once they return it, they can't sell it if it's broken. So it's just gonna go in the garbage. So got a couple screws out of it. So gonna return that tomorrow, get my money back. The motherboard seems to be working though, which is nice. So I plugged in my GTX 3060 graphics card, which I also got from a thrift store. I'm just getting everything from thrift stores, guys. I never buy anything new, except I did buy my processor brand new. That seems to be working as well. But this new computer that I'm putting together, this is probably going to be my main computer because it has a. I think the processor is probably about the same as the one I just bought, but this graphics card is better, and it came with 64 gigabytes of RAM, which is pretty sweet. And the RAM even lights up and stuff. It doesn't really matter that it lights up because the case that I put everything in, like you can't see inside the case, so the lights will be flashing inside, but I won't be able to see it, which is fine because it's kind of distracting anyway. I'm sure there's a way to like adjust it so it would just like not be alternating colors and it would just be one solid color. But I'm not going to worry about it. I might just turn off the lights if I can figure out how to do that just to save power. But yeah, it sucks that the power supply didn't work because it was a 1,000 watt power supply, which is pretty decent. And, you know, it's always better to have more power than less power. But like I said, it didn't work. So I had to plug in the old one again, which is only 650 watts, which gets the job done. But I just got to be careful how much I plug into it. But yeah, just been switching out parts, watching YouTube videos, tutorials on how to do everything. My brother's been helping me as well. But yeah. So anyway, we're just chilling. We're looking at some Steam sales. I am on another computer that I bought from a thrift store. This one is a way lower end. It doesn't have like an amazing graphics card or processor or anything. It's just kind of getting the job done until I get the computer on my other table all figured out. But yeah, so a lot of swapping of parts and whatnot. But if you are watching for the first time, guys, consider subscribing. Definitely drop a comment so I can give you a shout out. I'm trying to read as many comments as I can. But yeah, we just chilling. I just got a brand new game called Wayfinder. The sale ends tomorrow, so I'm like, I'm gonna pick it up because it was only $5. Normally, I think it's like 30. So I picked it up. I don't think I'm going to install it on this computer because, like I said, this isn't the best computer, and I highly doubt I would be able to play it and stream it at the same time. Just doing it all from this one setup. My other computer, I got two of them set up, so it'll definitely be able to do it. But this one, I'm not even sure if I meet the minimum system requirements. I might. I actually think I meet the minimum. SSD required. I don't know if I have a big SSD on this one, so maybe I don't have the right SSD for this to work. So I'm not even going to bother installing it on this computer. But it looks kind of cool. It's only $5. You can also do like 4-player co-op, I think. Go on quests and raids and stuff together. So that's kind of dope. So looking forward to that. I might try to install that tonight because it is a pretty big file. It's like 54 gigabytes. That's no joke, boys. But like I said, if you're watching, if you're scrolling through your shorts feed, drop a comment, say hello. The more, the merrier. But yeah, it's been, I was up till 3 a.m. yesterday. I think it was yesterday. Might have been the day before yesterday. All the days are kind of just blending together. But I was up till 3 in the morning the other day, just swapping parts out of different computers. It sucks that power supply didn't work. I was hyped about that one, but at least I can get my money back, so that's nice. But it did turn out that the motherboard that I bought on the same day, it ended up being a newer motherboard than I had in my main computer. So the one I currently have in my main setup is a B450. This one is a B550, so it's newer, and it's still like it still runs like DDR4 RAM and everything, but it is slightly newer. So yeah, that's cool. And it came with 64 gigs of RAM, which is pretty dope. I didn't even know it. Like, I basically just bought it was like a box filled with all these different components. There's like a bunch of like random HDMI cables, stuff like that. And then there was the motherboard. And then underneath the motherboard, there was like RAM in the box. I'm like, sweet. So that in itself paid for the price alone. It was pretty good. So I'm glad everything worked. But yeah, I just gotta reapply the thermal paste, and we'll be golden. Reapply the thermal paste, throw it in my my bedroom, and then I will be ready to go. So I'm excited. But let me go to my wish list. Is there any other games that are on sale that I want to get? I mean, Evil West does look kind of cool. Normally it's $50. Right now it's $7.50. It does look kind of cool. I'm not gonna lie to you. It looks pretty cool.
Know your sharp rise. Felicity, I'm coming.
Is there any gameplay?
You didn't see that coming.
Looks kind of interesting.
To defeat the supernatural hordes with style and efficiency. As you rebuild the Rentier Institute.
But I mean, I just got a game. I feel like I can only play so many, I can only play so many games, guys. But I got the graphics card plugged in, and that's working. So that's good. That's good. So originally I was gonna put the graphics card that I got from the thrift store into my main computer because it was slightly better than the GTX 1080 that I currently have. It's like a 30% upgrade. But I plugged it in. It didn't work right because I didn't have the right cable. So my coworker, he does computer stuff as well. So he gave me the cable I needed. So I was just going to swap it out. But then this new motherboard came in. I'm like, hey, let me try to put this motherboard in. And let me just put that card into that computer. And it seemed to work fine. And it turns out the processor it has it has like more cores than, it's like a Ryzen 9. The one I just bought is like a Ryzen 7. So it has like more cores, but the one I just bought is like newer. But so it's about the same as far as like processing goes. It's about the same. Like that one's a little bit older, but it's a higher end car. So it kind of balances out. So it's essentially more or less the same. But this one's got 64 gigs of RAM. So I'm like, yo, I'm going to use this as my main rig. And then the one that I currently have is my main one. I'll use that as my second streaming computer Or maybe I'll put that one out here because I already have like one that I stream off of, and the streaming component gets the job done. So we'll see. I'm swapping stuff in and out. I got computer parts all over my living room. I got dirty dishes all over the place too. I really need to fix some stuff. And by fix, I mean wash some dishes. Grand Theft Auto San Andreas. So what do we got here? Specials. What do we have for sale? Anything good? I mean that Wild West game looked pretty cool, but Grand Theft Auto 4 is also on sale right now. $6 for like the Legendary Edition or whatever. It comes with all the DLC. I thought about it, but I don't know. Grand Theft Auto, I'm not really big on Grand Theft Auto. I don't know. And this one's supposed to be like a little bit darker than, as far as like the story goes, a little bit more dark and depressing than other Grand Theft Autos, which I don't know. I haven't really played a whole lot of them, but that's just what I've heard. Myco Punk looks kind of cool. Shooter, action, FPS. And then I also recently, where is it? I don't think this is installed on this computer. Yeah, I got Dead Zone Rogue. What are the system requirements for this? What are the requirements for this? Let's see. Intel i5, Ryzen, 8 gigabytes of RAM, RX 560. I think would probably work. 1060 gigabytes or RX 6500 XT. It might work on like low settings, but I don't know if I could stream it and play it at the same time. So did your last setup break? It didn't break. I've just been upgrading it. So I bought a new processor like 3 months ago off of Amazon. It was like some holiday sale or something. So I bought that, but I hadn't put it in yet to my new computer because I just didn't know how to do it. Finally figured it out. My brother helped me put the new processor in. But then I saw this motherboard at the thrift store, and I'm like, let me throw that into a computer. And it turns out this setup is going to be slightly better than the one I just built on my main one. So yeah, I've just been swapping things out and whatnot. But it didn't break. It was just running some older hardware. So I'm finally upgrading because I've had that processor for like 8-9 years. It was finally time to upgrade. It was still getting the job done, but you know, it's just I think the games are going to run better with the new processor and everything. And the graphics card, I was running the 1080, which the 1080 is still a really good card if you're doing 1080p gaming, which is pretty much all I do because all my monitors are mostly 1080p. I don't really play games in 4K. So the 1080 was still getting the job done, but I bought a computer from a thrift store a while back, and that had a better graphics card than the one I had. So I was going to swap that out, but I just ended up making a complete new build. So now I got 2 pretty good computers, which is good because I use 2 computers to live stream. Right now I'm only using 1, but I'm not playing games at the moment because doing all of it from one computer that's kind of low end is really hard. Doesn't work that well. So I got to wait till I get new thermal paste on the one I just built because you're really not supposed to use a processor unless there's thermal paste. It had a little bit of thermal paste from what was already on there. So there is some, it's just not evenly applied and it needs to be cleaned off and just reapplied so it spreads the heat evenly so it doesn't like overheat or anything. So I've just kind of been testing it out, but I don't really want to do anything like any intense gaming or streaming on it until I reapply the thermal paste because I don't want to like overheat it and burn it up or anything. So my brother's going to help me do that because he has some thermal paste and he's done it before. So I just got to wait till he gets some free time to help me. But everything else I pretty much did myself. I just watched YouTube videos and stuff. Took a long time, but kind of figured it out. Let's see if I share this. If I go to, where is it? Let me bring up a web page real quick. I'm going to create the post. We are live. Drop by and say hi. Now let me paste the link. Paste. Post. Okay. So I posted that. Okay. Roguelite. So what other games are on sale? Ooh, Godbreakers. That looks kind of cool. Voidbreaker. That also looks kind of... I mean, all these games look cool. I've never really played a roguelike that I didn't enjoy. They just really have a lot of replayability. Restaurants. Cooking multiplayer co-op. Okay. Deck Tamer. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. So if my laptop overheats, I can just get some thermal paste. No, that's not how it works. So a processor, I don't know if it's the same on laptops. I'm assuming it's probably similar. But on desktop computers, you got the motherboard, and then there's a processor that goes into the motherboard that kind of fits in like a socket. And then you need a cooler, which is like a fan type thingy looking like a brick thing that goes on top. It sits on top of the processor to keep it cool. In order to have it spread the heat evenly to the processor, you have to put thermal paste on the processor, like in between the processor and the cooler. So it like spreads it evenly. So I need to reapply that, because if you don't have thermal paste, yeah, it'll like burn up the processor. So yeah. But if you buy like a pre-built computer and all that, it already comes with the thermal paste and everything. If you were to like swap out the processor for a new one and put the cooler back on, you'd have to redo the thermal paste. That's why I have to redo the thermal paste, but yeah. But yes. Do. Deadly Days. So I was thinking about trying to apply at UPS, because they pay like $21 an hour. But sometimes they don't need you every night. It's kind of hit and miss, because at least here at the location that I would be applying for, because they haven't been getting as many trucks and stuff. It is a little bit busier around the holidays, but Amazon like ended their partnership with them. So they're having like less orders, which means less work, less semis that need to be loaded. So they need less people. So they don't always need you every night. But it does pay well, but it is also a lot of work. It also is from like 10 p.m. until like 3 to like 4 in the morning. And I feel like if I try to stay up that long after a full day of work, I would just be like, I'd be like falling asleep, and I would like get no sleep. So the money's nice, but I don't know if I can make it work, because I have to be up early every day. Well, I got to be up by like 9 in the morning every day to go to my full-time job at the thrift store. So that'd be pushing it. But I could go back to Walmart and try doing that part time. So I could get off of work at 6, go into Walmart at 7, and then work from like 7 to 11. So that'd be like 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So that'd be like 4 hours. So I could like maybe do like 20 hours a week or something at Walmart after my current job. Maybe. That's still a lot of hours in a day. But I'd get off of work at like 11. And then I could just, go to sleep. Excuse me. And I wouldn't have to worry about unloading the truck because, well, maybe if I worked on my days off, I might. But if I just got off after work and went over there, I would only pretty much be just stocking product. And that's pretty easy. It's not like super, super hard. So even if it was a hard day at my normal job, just putting items on the shelf isn't super intense. So I thought about that, but I don't know if they're just hiring part-time for those hours. So I don't know. I would just like to get overtime at my current job because that would give me the most amount of money. I could be making like $24 an hour if I could get overtime. But they don't really want any overtime because it costs the company more money and they don't want to give me more money. So yeah. But those are some options. Excuse me. See, I'm already like super tired. And I'm not even doing anything. And it's only like 10 o'clock. I don't know if I could do the UPS thing because that is just way too late. And a lot of work. A lot of work. Tavern keeper. It's all good, little boy. Well, thanks for popping in, man. And if you do head out, I hope you have a good night. I don't know if it sent notifications to my subscribers or maybe it did, but I don't know. I feel like YouTube's not sending out notifications the way it's supposed to. The way it's supposed to, it's not doing it. Grand Theft Auto 6 Complete Edition. I mean, that's not 6, that's 4. Grand Theft Auto 4. The Complete Edition. How many gigabytes is that? It's 22 gigs. 22 gigabytes.
Choice. Kill your best friend or die. What do you do? You could run. There. I got scared.
Grand Theft Auto 4. 22 gigabytes. I don't know, guys. What do you think? Should I get it? Should I not get it? Get it? Not get it? Starting Grand Theft Auto 4 Complete Edition will replace both Grand Theft Auto 4, Grand Theft Auto episodes from Liberty City, wherever it currently digital. Also be available to Rockstar Games launcher. Following service no longer available. Grand Theft Complete Edition games for Windows Live multiplayer mode leaderboards. I mean, I got Grand Theft Auto 5, which I don't play. I might have to get back into Grand Theft Auto 5. Though people are probably going to stop playing that once Grand Theft Auto 6 comes out, but you know. But you know. Whoopsie. Okay, let me see what we got here. Let me see what we got here. Let me go to people in blogs. Whoop. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Okay. Test the audio real quick. Check, check. Test the audio real quick. There we go. There we go. All right. Again, guys, if you are watching this live, feel free to drop some comments down below. I'm going to open up a web page here. And I'll pull this up. Whoop. Pull that up over here. Go to YouTube. And let's look at news here. Where is news? Hey, Thunder Ducky is live streaming. 9 people watching. Nice. I think he said he's streaming from his phone because his computer's not finished being fixed yet. It's taking a little bit longer than expected. Just for funsies, let me pop into his live stream real quick. Let's see if he's still live. Wonder if he's working at Target.
And that everybody has the right to protect themselves. So yes, little hawk.
So Thunder Ducky is live right now.
Ooh, I'm a 1911 person. I actually have one. It's not an original 1911 because those things are fucking expensive. What do you call bees that make milk?
But shout out to Thunder Ducky, guys. Go check him out. I'll post his link.
Android's good for some things, and iOS.
I'll post his link in the chat. If you happen to go watch him, tell him I sent you. Tell him I sent you. If you happen to, I'm gonna give it a thumbs up. 14 watch it. Nice.
FaceTime, really? Okay, Lacey, you don't need to. If they make some stupid comments, then you can do that. That wasn't that bad of a comment. The Hawk says, "Hell yeah."
Do.
Cast glass with the American flag. It says Bay Bay. Nice. It says, "Excuse me." Yeah, right. 4570. I haven't fired one, but I want one.
Yeah, go check out Thunder Ducky. I think YouTube is throttling my channel because this live stream has only reached 15 people, according to my analytics. So maybe they're censoring me. I got to make like a viral video or something. That's what I need to do. I need to make a viral video. I need to like react to something. So maybe I'll do that. Maybe I'll end this stream and like do some reaction videos or something like that. Possibly. Possibly. Yeah, we might try that. We might try that actually. I'm curious. What are my what are my recording settings at? General updates output. Stream output. Oh, recording, same as stream. Yeah, so I might try doing some of those videos. We'll see. What's it saying? I think it's lagging right now anyway. So we're going to wrap this up. I might be back on in a bit. We'll see what happens. But thank you for watching, guys. Subscribe if you want to see more. You know the drill. Like the video, share the video, all that good stuff. And I will catch you in the next one. Until then, my name is Adam. And remember, keep Comic Game on. Toodles.